What up, world? This is the Tankhead Moe Show, and I'm your host, Tankhead Moe. And man, today we got a special one in the building. Now listen, this ain't just another funny dude. This is pressure. I'm talking about a comedian who's been tearing up the stages all over the city, from Atlanta Comedy Theater to the Laughing Skulls Lounge, Uptown Comedy Corner, even rocking Comedy Hype. He ain't just touching stages. He's setting the tone, literally. Creator and host of the Set the Tone comedy show, a fire content creator, and a stand-up comedian bringing that raw, unfiltered Southern flavor every single time he touches the mic. So go ahead right now, make some noise. I mean, make some real noise for the one, the only, the very talented stand-up comedian, Tone of the South.
No, sit down. No, y'all sit down. Y'all sit down. We good. Y'all sit down. Y'all sit down. Y'all sit down.
Oh, man.
What going on, bro? Thank you for having me, man.
Hey,
for
man,
sure, man. For sure.
I appreciate you accepting, man. And I know how things can be hectic, man. But I it's an honor, man, when I reach out and people like, yeah, I come, man. I be like, all right, because sometimes I do be thinking like, man, people might don't even like me, dog.
No. Yeah. I want to get into like being on more, hosting,
podcasts,
just being viewed on more people podcasts, just to get out there more. So I definitely I like it. I think can we? Is it a cursing limit? I just need to make sure I ain't want to be like, I fought with it. I be like, hey, Tone, gosh. So I don't want to be cursing too much or nothing. But yeah. I love the idea, the dream of a pod. In 2017, I went through, like, I guess you would say a bad breakup, but I was like 22, so I don't even think them two things add up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I started a podcast, but it was just like on SoundCloud. Like, it was just audio. And I also think that kind of led me to now.
Right.
Just that speaking to people and people kind of like being receptive to it and giving me feedback and like, oh man, that was cool. I like that you talked about this. So like I probably did almost 30 episodes, like 40 episodes. And it went on almost the whole 2017, the whole year. And it was well before
this.
It was podcasting was super cool. It was like, so now looking at everybody do it, it's like, yeah, I definitely want to support it anytime.
Man.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate that.
I did like the 30 episodes, and then I realized I couldn't sit down, record, edit, get people on there to change it to video. I was like, man, I can't. Yeah. I don't say it's a lot of stuff I can't do, but
it's a lot, man. I'm grateful to have somebody like Jay, man.
Shout out Jay, man. Shout out Jay, man. Yeah, for sure.
And and one big thing was to give comedians their light, because most people just know mainstream comedians, and they don't know comedian like yourself, and I'm a comedian, but you also a comedian. You've been in the game for a minute, and you funny.
I appreciate it.
So and people don't know. Like, okay, I may not can get him, but I can get a Tone of the South. You see what I'm saying? So
for sure.
So, and that's one reason I wanted to, put comedians in light that people don't know. That you ain't gonna see on television, and and you can come, look up these names and be like, hey, I can, book this guy,
for
Tone of the South, yeah, yes sir, man. So and that's one love I had, and I thank God that I'm able to do it, and people will be able to watch these videos as it keep growing and and be like, oh, I heard a Tone of the South, or I heard a Yusef, you know what I'm saying, and this is that person. Okay, yeah, let me go check him out. So so that's the blessing, man. But let the people know, how did you get started in the comedy, man?
So growing up, I would say I had maybe 3, maybe 4 favorite channels. So anything sports related, anything Kobe, anything football, anything X Games, all the crazy stuff, jumping off of stuff, all that wrestling. Right. So wrestling would be the second one. Cartoons, I'm a kid, right? And then fourth would definitely and 100% be Comedy Central / Comic View. A little bit of BT at the door. They Comic View roll to the BT. It ain't my fault, Mom. It ain't my fault. I left the TV on. I dozed off. But I definitely, like, even as a little kid, it didn't click. But seeing little JJ on screen, like, different, all these different comics. Even now, meeting Steve Brown or meeting Arnett, meeting all these different comics and just doing, like, seeing it, because the Comedy Central thing, I wasn't supposed to be watching that. Yeah, I was supposed to be asleep, or I was supposed to, whatever. That's where I say it originated from. It just always been there. Right. My dad, shout out my pops. He always just been kind of the more funnier guy in the group. Right. And then I think it was 11th grade. Yeah, 11th. So my favorite is always in 9th grade. I would roast. I would just roast people. I wasn't funny at all before 9th grade. I found a little swag, little mustache started growing in. The girls start rolling in a little more. Right. And start getting a couple more homies. I'm a little bigger guy, so ain't nobody, And I just found a window with being funny with roasting. Like people wanting to fight after school and all type of stuff. And my favorite memory is somebody older from another school came after school, and we just roasted each other for like 2 hours. Right. It is just like it was kind of like building. It was just slowly building, and then in 11th grade, following or 2 years later, I won Class Clown, and I didn't campaign. I wasn't. Everybody vote for me. I think I did maybe the last 2 days because I'm competitive enough. But at first, I was just chilling. Right. And I was like, oh, thank y'all, man. I just be telling jokes and pissing teachers off. Like, I'm not tripping. I'm just happy I'm a only child for real. I'm just happy to be around other kids that think I'm funny. Like, I'm just having fun. And then I did a play that followed, same year. But prior. And I was Santa Claus in the Christmas play. That was the first. I never really did theater. I thought I was going to play basketball or do, some sort of sports medicine or whatever whatever I was making up in my head, basically. And in 11th grade year, all this happened. I did theater as well. Okay. So I did the theater thing first before the class con, because that's the thing at the end of the year. Right. And I did the theater, and I was Santa Claus, and I didn't look great. I looked like, I got a picture of it on Facebook still.
Did you have a belly?
Yeah, I had a little belly, and then they gave me the beard, and I looked like Santa Claus or whatever. Like, I went out on stage, and one night, it was just a good night for everybody to want to come see the local high school theater. Right. And it was like 10, maybe 15 kids that just ran, oh, Santa, oh my God, Santa Claus, oh my God, Santa Claus. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, I get it. Like, that was the first click, and then the class clown thing, and I'm just like, oh, I can, you know what I mean? And then we did Annie the following year. Okay. Like me and the guy that was, what's his name? Steve Martin, whoever Steve Martin, not Annie. What's the shit where the plant eat the man? Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah, Little Shop of Horrors. That's exactly what it is.
My homie Caleb.
You're going way back now.
My homie Caleb was the main guy. Okay. Was the guy with the glasses. I can't think of it. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. That guy. He was him.
The white boy.
And I was the dentist. Right. I think I may have had like one other little extra role just hiding in the back a little bit. But I was the dentist. And the laughs that we got from doing the song, the me having the gas mask on and kind of passing out but being real high, and all of that was a high for me. So I was starting to click. I started grabbing the microphone after I graduated, kind of like hosting clubs. And then I don't know if I can say this. I guess I can. Probably the statute of limitations and all that stuff. I used to host weed expos. Like, it'll be hella people in there. I can't say. I guess if I don't say where, or if I keep it, maybe I won't say. Okay, yeah. So it'll be vendors there. Okay, just keep talking. Okay, it'll be vendors there, and they would be frying chicken a certain way, or it'll be certain merchandise, just different stuff, everything you can think of for this specific product. And I would just host it. I'd just be on the microphone and I would just do little stuff. And eventually I'd be so engulfed in everything going on that I'd do something like, look at him. He don't even know I'm talking to him right now. And you could see a dude be like, what's going on? Because, it's so much going on in there. Like, you like, what's happening? Like, it's just, and it just picked up. And then I did podcasts in 2017, which was like 4 or 5 years later, just being a kid, not really getting that I should be on stage or whatever's going on. And probably around that time, right before the podcast, I had a best friend. She was telling me, like, we got to get you to a comedy stage. Like, we got to get you to this. Right. And then I did podcasts almost a year. But as I'm doing the podcast, Throw It Off One, shout out Throw It Off One, he did Pull Up One video, and he was like, y'all do y'all version. And people laughed at that. I got probably like 12 comments, 13, 15, something like that of laughs. And it was just like, oh, I could do Instagram videos. So I started roasting on Instagram and then doing voiceovers and videos and just whatever I could. And what that was, maybe 3 more years after that, I was just working. I was doing videos and I was working. And people was like, bro, why are you not on stage? Why are you not on stage? And I'm just like, I don't get that part. I don't know. I guess I'm the funniest guy at all this other stuff, but that's scary still for anybody that is as good as I think I am and everything else. But for that to be it, that's almost like the final stage. Besides a big ass movie, that's a final stage. Like, that's what you want. Like, so I wouldn't say I was scared. I just kind of didn't. I was unknowing. Right. And I started to look at it. Atlanta, what was it? I just literally go on Google and put in Atlanta open mic, whatever, and it would pull up the little Google calendar. Right before the pandemic. Mics. Yeah. It would pull up the Google calendar and it would show Sweetwater.
Sweetwater.
I started at Georgia Beer Garden. Okay. That was tonight, Wednesday. It was on Wednesday night. It was Travis Austin. I'll never forget because I saw him like a year ago. He brought me up the first time I ever went on stage or grabbed a microphone to tell jokes anywhere. That's what's up. And when he saw me, he said, I'm Tone Favors now, but he said, Tone of the South? Like I was like, you don't even remember me, do you? He was like, I haven't seen him since that day. Right. And for him to remember me, it was just like, oh yeah, okay, all right. Like we all family. I love comedy for sure. Yeah.
Why you changed Tone of the South? I like Tone of the South.
Hey man, shout out Shrimp, man. Shout out Aaron Jenkins, Iceberg Shrimp.
Yeah, Iceberg Shrimp. That's a funny guy too.
He looked. This is my camera. He looked at me just like this, and he was like, "That shit is ghetto. That shit is you can go. You might be able to because of you being, I guess, funny or whatever. This is how you talking to me. Okay. Because of you being funny or whatever you got going on, you might be able to do something with it. You will. But buddy, you need to go with something that when you sign them checks and when all that roll around, and then also I got grandparents. You know, I'm blessed to have grandparents, great grandparents. I want them to see their name. I want them to see their last name up there. You know, in big lights and all that. So I just strayed away from it just because of that. I just, and then I like my name. I like Tone. Okay. I was very happy when I picked up that nickname. So I'm just,
So why not make Tone of the South your LLC, and then branch off with Tone Favors as that? Because I hear what Shrimp, and he's another funny guy, is saying, but when it comes to business, you got to market yourself, so that can be your brand.
Yeah, I think so. I gotta get to the LLC point because I definitely still think it's there. But my monthly comedy show, Set the Tone, that you was talking about,
that's right.
It's presented by Tone of the South, so it's still there. Just because I know I keep hitting the mic. It's still there because I know by that, of course, just that. The business aspect, it has to be something other than my name. So,
you're walking.
Yeah, business. I think that's the start of it. I just think the more stuff I do with it, the more I'll be able to,
Right.
But yeah, no, it's not going anywhere.
I understand what he's trying to say, what he's saying, but like I'm Tankhead Moe. My name Maurice. My mama gave me Tankhead, so I trademarked it, and that's my LLC, Tankhead Moe LLC. So if I have checks, it's gonna say Tankhead Moe on there, LLC. You know what I'm saying? So you sign, you know, that's the business thing. You're a walking business as a stand-up comedian. So
shout out Tankhead Moe for telling me that. Everybody else that I tell my second reason for changing my name, they just be like, "Oh yeah. For the check, for the money, I feel that. You the first person to be like, "Yeah, all you got to do is make it business,
right?"
Which makes sense. Business. It definitely makes sense. For sure.
You got to think business. So you know, because I had people tell me, "No, you use your real no." If you never had a business, you can't tell me. I had business, and I've done some of the stuff that other folks have done. So you know that part. So yeah, man. But I like Tone of the South, man. I like it. I mean, I like Tone Favors.
I love it, man. I love I just like that it's still that I'm always gonna be Tone. Like I think that comedy album is next. So I think I want to do comedy album before a special.
Right.
A couple people I saw, shout out Cam Keys. A couple people I saw do comedy albums.
Okay.
And I like that concept. Or maybe just 8 or 9, just intro and then 8 jokes and then an ending and just callback ending, something simple, nothing crazy.
Old school back.
Just something that I know I can get away with a lot of people listening to, honestly.
Right.
Just I know I can have enough support for that.
Right.
It's just something fun. Right. Something I enjoy doing. A challenge. Because I remember there was a point where I was like, man, I just enjoy doing comedy. I wasn't competitive. I didn't want to win nothing. I didn't want to lose nothing. I found something I love to do and I'm doing it.
Right.
And then it was just like, you know what? Maybe I should give a damn. Like maybe I should be more upset when I bomb, or be more happy when I do this, or be more eager to do this, or just find a new way to be. That's where Set the Tone came from too, as well. Just
when you said be more upset when you bomb, I've learned when I bomb, if I bomb, I'm not upset because I feel like I can learn from that bomb. You see what I'm saying? Like if I'm building something. And it's like, okay, I bum, but I can learn from that. Because, like, I don't consider, it depends on, now, in the show, I'm going to do for sure stuff. But if I'm going to work on something and people like, you bum, it don't bother me, you know.
So my issue is very few mics. It's very few mics that you can bomb at. If you're featuring, if you're on the show, if you hosting the show, if you hosting the show, you can bomb. I think a lot of people think, oh, you just warming the crowd up because people when you feature and headline, they're dying laughing at these other people, but they ain't laughing at your. That's not the case. No, you're not. No, you're bombing, but it's okay. I don't. I was telling somebody this the other day, like the way I think I know I'm good at comedy. I know that sounds weird. But it's how much people ask me questions after I'm on stage, after the show, outside the bar, outside the comedy club, wherever it is. And a guy asked me, when you bomb, how do you feel? How do you come back from that? Like, what do you do?
Right.
It's just like, I was telling him, I get enough reps in. Like, I do so much comedy that if I let this one time, hopefully, which I honestly, God forbid, it don't usually be in crowds. I get how to make people laugh.
Right.
When we at a mic or when we just hanging out, or if it's just literally a random Thursday and I'm drunk and just outside and I just was like, I'm going to a mic. Like I always do, like this is in my blood. I love this shit.
Right.
If I'm just out and telling jokes and y'all, oh, he bombed in front of 12 comedians and 12 people. It's like,
yeah, that's
like when it comes to doing our job, if you're bombing, then it's like, maybe some of y'all need to find another career. But it's not a high percentage of that. It's a lot of people that's good at what we do. That's what make it fun. competition.
Right. And like I know you host a lot, and hosting is very important. Like hosts are important
for sure,
because hosts can change the what do you call it, the room. In other words, the host is the most important because if the host bring you up good, everything gonna go good.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Just doing like I'm trying to squeeze Laughing Skull for everything they got. All the bigger places, Helium, Laughing Skull, even Star Bars on Monday. I'm trying to make sure we always have Atlanta representation.
Right.
In all of whatever these people trying to put out for everybody else or even just for Atlanta.
Right.
And I lost my train of thought.
Hosting. But you saying you trying to make sure we have some representation even in those spots.
Yeah, because besides like a transplant thing, it gets easy for it to just fall deaf on people that's even and not to, I'm not a what part of Atlanta are you from,
right,
or what hospital are you born at type of Atlanta nigga.
Right.
So I get it. I get why somebody would try to feel that way. It's other places, other cities and states that can do that a little more stern.
Right.
But I'm just big on knowing it's authentic in us.
Right.
And you can see it in you and in certain people you can see it. So it's like I just definitely always want that. Right. So I need it.
I get it.
It's kind of a part of it for me because I like the Kevin Hart funny as fuck thing. Mm-hmm. We had one person from Georgia, Atlanta. But then when you listen to other comics, Dave, Kevin Hart, Cat Williams,
right.
All these. Oh, shout out Daniel Delano. He was on
Delano,
Funny.
Yeah, that's
he was on Funny as fuck. I didn't. I'll never. That's my dog. Shout out my boy. But Comic View was here. I didn't know that growing up. I learned that a couple years ago, not too long ago. Like
Ricky Smiley them used to be on it.
Atlanta's a part of
the culture
of comedy, not just. I thought we were just the shit in music and good at putting on clothes sometimes, and then they might get a little too small. Now we got to figure it out again. Like I'm thinking, like we got a lot of other stuff down packed, but maybe this ain't us. And then finding out Chris Tucker and all these people like Kevin that, some more. Like all these people are like people I grew up watching, not having a clue.
Earthquake.
Like these people could be living around the corner up the street. Right. Like these are my people. Like that's hard to me, and I just want to keep it going. Right. That's cool. Right. That's super cool to me.
Yeah, you like you say the earthquakes, they all came down here to get that fixed. Then they go out and just conquer the world. So,
even Cat first not first, but them three or four specials. What's up, Atlanta? Yeah. And these are the great some of the greatest comedy I've ever seen in my personal life. So I can't really, like I get it, and I just want that for the world. Like I just want the DC Young Flies and all those people for the world. We deserve that. Like,
right.
That's what
and yourself for the world. I know you.
Oh no, me. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna do that for everybody else. Yeah, I'm saying I'm gonna be the.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be the face.
Yeah. Ain't no trying, man. It's just doing. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's just doing, man. Because you gotta look at you doing something that some people can't do, like hosting and doing your own shows. Like you may not think that's something, but that's actually something.
That's true. That's true. That's why I feel like it took me so long to do it. I didn't want it to just be nothing I threw together. I wanted to like enjoy it. I wanted to be a comedy fan and also be like put a show together. I wanted to do both. I want people that do come to the show to enjoy what they see because it's fun to have a good show. Like the first show I had, I can't even shout out all the comics. I mean, it was like 6 or 7, maybe 7 or 8, of my friends, but also people that I booked for the show. Right. Like they on the flyers, they did promote and they did everything they were supposed to do. After shout out Randy, after Randy Scott closed out the show, I went and just was hanging out with some of my friends. And we in the club, and I felt like that little meme with that nigga with the little party hat on in the corner where it's just like, they don't even know. They don't even know I just sold out of my own comedy show right down the street. Like I was feeling it, and it was a
adrenaline rush.
Boost. Like I needed. You like I say, I just love doing comedy so much.
Right.
I got into just being cool with the everyday open mic chilling.
Right.
I was never okay with not getting featured or not doing shit. Like, I'm gonna have a show at least once, 2 times a month before I did my own show. So, but yeah, I definitely was just chilling, and then that was the second thing that gave me like a real good drive back in comedy.
What's been hard for me is trying to, work, because I got a lot of material, but when I'm trying to work some jokes and you only get that 4 minutes, you know what I'm saying? You trying to work jokes through, and they be like, and I know I got to cut fat, but you can't really cut the fat.
If you can't cut the fat if you can't build none. That's tough. It's tough. I get it. Like I say, just it's in our veins now. Right. So it's definitely tough to cut the fat if you can't even grow it. Like, you can't even build no fat to cut. It's like I gotta try to say what I wrote down and think of the joke that I thought I was gonna think of. I can't tag nothing. I can't add nothing. It's tough. It definitely is. And I can say this: I'm blessed though to have mentors in this game. Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Kente Scott in Inglewood, California.
Shout out.
So, and they make sure I'm on top of my game doing stuff. And some people don't even really get to see me doing comedy because it'd be hard for me to do it because I'm not a part of the circle.
Yeah.
So, and people, if they don't know you, they like, who I see him, they're just
exactly
who people say. So, yeah. So, and I respect that. But I know when I do pop, then, it's coming. So, but yeah, but I work even when I can't get at this mics. I got a microphone at home. And I'm just that Atlanta crazy. I be doing comedy at home with a mic. I got a crowd in front of me.
Okay. So before, so what would this probably be? Maybe a month before, I started telling jokes on March 5th, 2020. I was going to say 2021. 2020. It's the first time I ever told jokes. Literally a month before that, it's supposed to be a Valentine's Day show. Mel Mitch, a bunch of other people out. I can't even say all of them still doing comedy. I can't remember nobody but 2 people. But yeah, the host, he was like, oh, I do remember Dom Smith. The host, he was like, hey man, you tone, right? I was toning to the South. He was like, you're tone, right? All right, man, one more going up, and then I'm going to call you up, man. You ready? I know this your first time. You excited? Boom, boom, boom. I'm talking about the whole day I've recited my jokes on the MARTA, at school, at work. Everywhere I went, I'm telling these, like, I'm trying to make sure me talking about arguing in the car, but still going to be grown on Valentine's Day. Like, I still remember it. I've never talked about that. I've never talked about that to this day, but it's so funny. I still remember exactly what I was going to get on stage and where I was going to try to go with it and how I was going to try to bring people together and do all the stuff that I do now. So easily just from practice, but I really thought I had it. And he was like, I'm going to call you up. And when he did the hosting thing where, y'all boost us up, y'all give us this praise. The praise was true, and it was just a little too real. He say, yeah, this guy's super funny. He do comedy all over. I'm like, okay, that sounds like something somebody will say. You can see him anywhere, traveling guy, man. This guy has written for Comedy Central, BET Comedy, something else he said. He said like 2 more credentials, and I was sitting there like, nigga, I'm finna sit back down. Man, call me up here. I go tell these jokes and they terrible. No, hold on. This is my first time. Say that. This is my first time. And it wasn't me, so it was good. But, man, he called him up, and I was like, oh, thank goodness. These folks gonna have expectations I was not gonna meet at all.
Oh man, but You know, the only difference to me, to be honest, you know, like I do go over my jokes with them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I will say that. And when you have like real traveling comedians that's doing it every day on a higher level, and watching you do your joke, one, you're gonna be nervous, you know, but then when you do it and you kill and your breathing right, your timing is right, so and they be like, they look at you like, okay, all right, because first you be like, dang, I hope I ain't do bad. But then like, okay, that's good. That's ready for production. So that helps, man. So that's the one thing I do have. So when I say I'm with a mic and stuff like that, you know, I may not be able to do it at a club, but that's where I'm able to take some of my stuff out and, you know, stuff like that. So that's a blessing all in its own, man. But like I said, that's pretty big that you do host your own room and you can set the tone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. I will also shout out Weekly Mics, a Sunday Punchline. Ain't really no mics on Monday. Shout out Star Bar, that's cool. On Monday, you got to call in and shit. Tuesday, I co-host with Lauren Knight. Shout out Lauren Knight. Shout out R Bar. Every Tuesday, later mic about 10 o'clock. But it's always a good crowd. It's always a good time. Okay. It's always some young lady sitting there. Yeah. It's always some women's off in that thing for sure. Just a good weekly mic. I'm always at the library on Thursdays. I'd be sick if I miss a Thursday at the library. Shout out Ferg, Dexter Ferguson, man.
Ferg still at the library?
Yeah. Okay. He's still hosting it. But I'm there almost every Thursday. If he ain't hosting it, we hosting it. One of us, he'll let somebody else do it. But we always there, and we always get in time to really, like you say, that bubble or that window or that cutoff time, that move you're not getting, man, you get to have so much fun in there. And I call it therapy. I don't even call it joking in library or nothing. I go in there and dap everybody up and get on stage and talk shit for 12 minutes and then get off stage and they be like, that was so funny. I was like, bro, I won't even say that nowhere else. I'm actually just hanging out with us.
Right.
It's just a really vibe. It's just a real good vibe. Fridays, Underground, Peyton and Laura. It's always something. It should always be something to do. I try to tell everybody that.
Yeah, had to get in the bed by 10. You know, y'all be up, y'all young.
Yeah, like so it's like no job, kind of have a job. Medium job, that me. I'm medium job. I got 9 to 5 now. I go to work. And then it's you. It's y'all nigga. It's y'all job. So it's levels of job before our job, which is a side job. So I get it. I definitely get it. Man.
We ain't talk about this, but what are some struggles you went through as a comedian that people, you know?
I did kind of mention it. I would say my number one, this will be, I give you 2 or 3. My number one, though, was that comfortable. Like, in majority of the stuff I do, relationships, comedy, I was doing extra roles for a good minute. If I get a decent job, whatever I do, I can get comfortable.
Right.
I can get real comfortable and just chill and just be that guy that wake up, sunset, sundown, just keep it moving. Let's go. Let's get day by day. But I got to a point here last year or so. It's been very recent where I need to know that I'm better than y'all. Everybody, everybody. I need to know that. So like, and that's just in the show setting, you know what I'm saying? What's up, Tone? Blah, 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 blah.
Right.
I got to keep it pushing because I'm locked in. Like, I got to make sure I do what I'm supposed to do to present and make folks feel how I want them to feel when it's my turn, no matter when that turn comes. Because I'm not going to step on my homie toes because, for the most part, I love everybody. Everybody's my friend.
Right. I get what you're saying.
But it's a switch that I got I'm a big Kobe fan. So it's there. You can do it.
Yeah.
And I know that I can do it. And who was it? I would say back to Lauren Knight. Shout out Lauren Knight.
Shout out Lauren Knight.
We had a show I was featuring for her, and everybody killed it. I'm talking about the show was great. Everybody killed it. She headlined. She destroyed it. It was a great show. Some BS happened and kind of threw the vibe of the night off. And it was just like, why are we letting this sidetrack the fact that what we do, we've done it to 12 out of 10. Right. So what's going on? You know what I mean? So that wasn't clicking to me. It was just like, yeah, I had a great set. Yeah, this happened. Oh, wow. All right. And that's it. Like, it wasn't no fire. It wasn't no anger. It wasn't no excitement about it. It wasn't no nothing. So it was just like, I got to get something else. I got to get, what they say, I got to get some business by myself with it. Like, especially with this comedy, because I love it so much. Right. And I've had highs of having weekends back to back booked. I'll go to work all week. I'll go to work all week, come out and tell jokes on open mic, working on it, and then have weekends busy. I'm talking about, I can't remember what year. I think it was 24. Excuse me. Either 24 or 25. But January to March, but right before my birthday, March 22nd, I was almost booked every weekend. Like, I had something to do at least a Saturday and a Friday. And it was like oh my gosh, I got to keep this up. And then when that didn't keep up, because I'm booking this for me. So it's cool. But it's just like, it was just understanding, like, it's more to it. Because I done been in comedy competitions before the last year. I done been in like 2 or 3 recently. But before the last year, and they told me I lost, and I was just like, oh, okay. And the last couple ones I've been in, I'm riding home like, I got to do better. And it's just, I needed that fuel. So I would say that would be my number one for sure. Just and not being comfortable, like wanting to get to spaces. People, oh man, Tone, I seen this dude tonight. He remind me of you. You were out in California, and then I looked the guy up, and I'm like, oh, I love this dude. He's hilarious. You saying I'm like him? Yeah, let me keep it going. So
yeah, you can't always judge yourself off competitions either, because competition is biased, man. It ain't always based on.
Oh no! Yeah, for sure. I feel like, especially with us doing comedy would be one of the harder things to judge a competition off of, honestly. And that go back to watching the Kevin Hart thing. It just, sometimes people go crazy at the beginning and then lose it at the end. Sometimes people pick up towards the end. So it just depends, honestly, man.
Okay, man. All right, man. All right. We had fun chopping it up. That's part of the show where we turn up the heat a little bit. This is why I put the guests in the hot seat. It's called the Tankhead hot seat. Are you ready?
All right.
All right.
Is your head gonna start steaming? They gotta start steaming a little bit. It ain't hot if you ain't steaming.
Funniest comedian alive right now.
Alive right now, hot seat, alive right now. My personal favorite, alive right now, hot seat. If I had to go, I'm biased about the whole Kevin Hart roast thing. If I had to go both, I'm going Shane Gillis, white, and black. I'm going CP. CP is, but that's a little biased, honestly, but super funny to me and one of the funniest.
Most overrated comedian.
Overrated, probably, unfortunately, one of my favorites, Mike Epps.
Yeah. City with the worst crowds.
City with the worst crowd, probably us. Honestly, we make it very difficult. So that way, when you go other places, I go to Nashville and Knoxville almost monthly now. Right. And I'm talking about they be in there dying laughing, and I could just be like, "Hey, y'all." They be like, "Oh my God, he's from Atlanta. He's so funny." And I'm like, I want to get to the joke.
Joke you regret telling.
I've recently been talking about this more because I just did so like I say, I started in 2020, but the pandemic was crazy for everybody. So I consider 2021 my first official year. Mm-hmm. That's the first time I made a group of people laugh, and I realized that I could do I do stand-up comedy. Mm-hmm. I did my a little photo dump videos, just pictures of 5 years of comedy, what I considered 5, 6. Of what I consider 5 years of comedy. Mm-hmm. And in that, I had to go and find all the old videos. I went all the way back to literally 2021 and found a video of me at our bar where I co-hosted and all these different things now. And I literally got on stage and again, shout out Randy Sky, because after I got on stage, she mentioned it and I got it, like what she said. But I got on stage and I'm doing good. Like for me not to do jokes all the time, especially in such a big crowd, it was like 40, 50 people right here in my face. Like the stage is up here, but everybody's standing up in front of you. So you kind of, it's weird, you know what I mean?
Right.
And so I'm standing there and I'm doing decent. I'm doing my little jokes. They going good. And then I go, hell yeah, anybody in here homeless? I'm a homeless nigga, make some noise. And it was just like, why are you at a comedy show at a bar where niggas come to drink and have fun and hang out after work, after whatever going on, and you ask it, is it any homeless niggas? And I wasn't asking it in no silly way. I was dead ass. I was dead ass here. I'm like, any homeless niggas in here? And the first time I ever bombed was my second time on stage. I was at BQE. And no. Actually, I was at our bar after that. Because I was doing good. Like I said, I was doing good. But I asked that, and I don't know if my set, like, all the way just blew my set, or if I ended up bringing it back. I can't remember the video. But yeah, when I got off stage, Randy ended up going up maybe later on in the night, and she said, where that nigga at that was asking where the homeless people at? That's such a dumb question to ask in here. I will never forget that, man. That's just so funny to me.
Social media comedian versus stage comedian. Who's really better?
Huh?
Social media comedian.
That's not a real question, right? Are you asking me that?
Stage comedian.
Okay, this is just a really podcast better? Question. Yeah. So unfortunately, a stage comedian for sure. I don't know what. I think. I think as a star, I was cool. I wasn't a great social media comedian, but as a person that did social media comedy and then got on stage, I would always recommend it being that way. I would recommend you feel yourself, you build your confidence, so you're not terrified, because hitting that post button and waiting is very scary.
It's scary,
but it's not as scary as saying, yeah, and then everybody looking at you like, oh, that was the joke, and you just like, y'all didn't think that was hilarious like I did? Like, so it's definitely the stage. It's definitely the stage, but I would recommend it being that way for anybody. Just get your figure out your rocks on social media, gather them, and then take that to, because I can remember taking jokes of like video ideas I had, and then making them or trying to make them into jokes, just, getting started, to have some sort of, have some sort of material.
Right. So. Take comedy training. All right. That completes the Tankhead Hot Seat. So before we get out of here, let the people know where they can find you, your social media, all the good stuff that you got going on or coming up, man. For sure.
Tone Favors Comedy on all platforms. TF Comedy on Cash App. That one too. I look at both of them. Right? Oh, we good. Okay. Tone Favors Comedy. I'm building the YouTube right now. Set the Tone is typically at the end of every month. Set the Tone is my monthly comedy show. I've reached a max point where everybody's so good, and I've reached all the good people.
Right.
To where it's going to kind of start it to be a little more repetitive, but it is a monthly comedy show where I bring together all of my favorite people, just in general. I can't say from the last month or that I'm noticing now or none of that, because it's just people that I love to see tell jokes because it's such a beautiful art.
Right.
Like I say, every Tuesday I co-host Our Bar. with Lauren Knight. Thursdays, I'm always at the Laughing Library, Peter Street Station. Man, I try to be outside, man. Nashville, Knoxville. I should be in Florida. I'm trying to be in Florida for a week next month. Trying to stay busy. I'm featuring KJ Lee's show. Shout out KJ Lee on Friday after Set the Tone. So just trying to stay busy, man. Just trying to do this shit that we love to the max.
What's up, man?
Because if I don't, I'm going to just shrivel up. Y'all know that commercial? That's my favorite weed commercial or any don't do drugs commercial. When the lady, she's sitting on the couch and she real flat. And then like, that's Crystal. Yeah, she hit weed one time and now she doesn't get up off the couch. That's how I would be if I didn't do comedy. I need this. That shit fuel me. That shit give me my muscles, my strength every day. So I love it too much, man. For anything else, I think the longest I can go is like 16 days, like almost a little after 2 weeks, because I was in the hospital for 10 days, and I was so eager to get back. I was texting people about what's the show? The Hell Yeah comedy show. Yeah. I'm like, hey, somebody FaceTime me while y'all there, please. I need to see, man. I need to see my folks, man. Y'all can't. They're like, Tone, chill out. You're in a hospital bed. I'm like, man, I need to be around comedy. I love it so much, man. And I appreciate you again.
Hey, man, I appreciate you.
Shout out Jay, man. Shout out Jay, man. Yeah, man. He had to,
man with the master plan.
He had to listen to this shit.
Yeah. So all right, man. And people, you heard it here on the Tankhead Moe Show. Get out and support this brother. Like I said, I call him Tone of the South, but he's known as Tone Favors. I've seen this brother. He's very funny on stage. Just an all-around good guy. Like he said, he have his own show, Set the Tone. Get out, support him. He gave you all his social media information. You won't be disappointed. But that's the end of the Tankhead Moe Show. It's about the truth, the jokes, the Tankhead way. Peace. If you like this episode, please comment, like, share, and subscribe.